this particular model pump is a self-centering rotor, so if I push it this way, I can feel the slop in there. And then spinning it obviously by hand is good. Now how you tell is you put a dial indicator right here. With the dial indicator right here, you move it back and forth. You might even have to put a 2-jaw puller on it to put it positively all the way this way, and then release it, and then push it all the way back. But you should hear that. I build my cylinders and my pumps dry. I put a little bit of assembly grease in the bearings, and when I put the seals in, I put a little bit of assembly grease in the seal area, but the vane slots are dry. And then when I go to build it again, I put a little bit of oil in the intake and lubricate up my vane slots before I spin it. But when I'm assembling it, I put it in dry. It helps me to take more accurate measurements of my build. So when I'm checking all my tolerances, I don't have any lubricant in there. I can feel it better. I can hear it better. When I go to push it back and forth with the dial indicator on the shaft, so I put a dial indicator on one shaft, put it positive this way, zero out the dial indicator, and then push it negative, push it back, and I should get my total overall clearance. It's a free-floating rotor assembly. Because it's free-floating and self-centering, you can actually measure whether you got your plates on straight by taking your total your difference between your rotor and your cylinder, and that's your clearance. And then you need to make sure you have your full clearance, because if one plate is cocked just the littlest bit and rotate it up, and this one's locked in, you just cocked your rotor inside your cylinder, and you won't have your full travel back and forth. So when you test this thing, it's best to check your travel back and forth with a dial indicator when you're done.